many technologies are associated. You might have heard, you might have gone through these terms: retrieval augmented generation, llama, olama, AI whispering, prompt engineering. Nowadays, these topics are very prominent and very useful for new researchers. All of you are already comfortable with different programming platforms, with different AI chatbots, specifically ChatGPT. You might have seen that whether we are from education domain or somebody from corporate sector, nowadays everybody is using ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Corapo. More than 10,000 chatbots are available nowadays. Every day, new chatbots are getting released from different corporate giants. Many times we think that we should be having our own chatbot. How to build our own chatbot, how to deploy our own chat application, how to train our own PDF files. For example, in my laptop, there are thousands of PDF files. I want to train those PDF files and I want to query, I want to put question from those PDF only. As far as ChatGPT is concerned, Gemini is concerned, they are having worldwide data since advent of civilization till now. But rather than working on large language models which are deployed by so many corporates, okay, how to work on our own chatbot, how to create our own chat application, or before that, if I want to deploy chatbot of Meta or OpenAI in my laptop, rather than using chat.openai.com or chatgpt.com, I want to deploy it locally or on my own cloud. So these things, these implementations we will cover in this session. However, it is a very broad topic. Still, I will try to cover some of the implementations using which we can work on dedicated large language models, dedicated chatbots, how to run locally, how to run on cloud, how to customize it, how to fine tune a large language model. For example, OpenAI chatbot, Open ChatGPT large language model, I want to customize. I want to fine tune and re-upload on my cloud. It can be done. Some documents related to your university, your institute, you want to train in your own chatbot. Lots of programming languages, open source libraries available, clouds available, and very specific databases available. So to some extent, I will try to cover database part also, which database we have to use. As far as classical databases are concerned, like SQL, SQL based databases, these are not used in AI chatbots, in large language models. We have to work with vector databases. So if you are doing research, if you are supervising minor projects, major projects, then we can integrate these technologies. What is vector database in artificial intelligence? How to integrate vector databases? How to integrate ChromaDB? How to integrate Milvus? If I want to train my own PDF, then we have to use Milvus. We have to use Chroma. So many others. Okay. So first of all, we will see what is basically large language models, what about generative AI, and how to deploy on our own cloud on different cloud platforms. Okay, multiple cloud platforms available. On local host also we can deploy. Once it is deployed on local host, then we can deploy on third party cloud. You can upload on AWS, on Bluemix, on Azure, or wherever. Nowadays, you might have seen that lots of corporate giants, almost every industry is shifting to AI chatbots. And you can see this one is the statistics. So we can see what is the elevation level, what is the escalation level of artificial intelligence based chatbots. Okay, it is exponentially increasing, and you can see this one is the data, and this particular data you can see in favor of AI. Chat GPT achieved 1 million users in only 5 days, while Netflix took around 4 years, 3.5 years to achieve 1 million users. But ChatGPT in 5 days. If you will go through the data related to Gemini, in only 10 to 15 days they achieved 1 million users. Because nowadays each and everybody is using AI chatbot, whether school kids, even school children, they are also using ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity for their home tasks or assignments, researchers, content writers. And we have to be alert. We have to be very, very aware with these technologies. We have to be proficient to survive in this market, to survive in this competitive world. Because since the date when chatbots were released and prominent, lots of jobs are getting killed. You might have gone through different news articles that corporates are firing so many experts, so many developers, programmers, even Accenture, Google, Infosys, they are firing thousands of employees very frequently because of AI chatbots, because of large language models. So we have to be very well versed with these technologies. If you are working in machine learning, deep learning, then rather than working on deep learning classical way, machine learning in classical way, we have to work on large language models. We have to learn these technologies. And you can see that these are the jobs under threat. So I'm showing you these slides just for your reference, for your knowledge, so that we come to know what is going on in current market, what is going on in current specifically IT sector, how many jobs are under threat. Most of these jobs will be out of the market in upcoming few years. However, there are lots of debates that machine cannot replace human being, machine or AI will be only assistant. But if we will go to ground reality, ground fact, that this is the truth, that lots of jobs are under threat. Millions of jobs will be out of the market because of AI chatbots, because of large language models. Related to every domain, LLMs are available, and no need of human expert, no need of human specialist, because human can make mistake. Human expert can fumble. Human expert can be wrong in some data, but large language models are not wrong. They are repeatedly trained. So, in this particular segment of machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, we have to be very, very alert. We have to be aware, and specifically to upcoming generation, to new generation, to our students, we can guide them how to get involved in these technologies. Okay, so in this particular session, I will show you some platforms which we can use for working with large language models in free and open source mode. Nowadays, hundreds of toolkits available which we can use for creating our own large language model, for deployment of existing large language models on cloud. LangChain is available, Llama is there, OLlama is there, LLMs, LLM Index, Llama Index, Llama Index AI. If I want to fine tune my LLM, for example, I want to train my own data in ChatGPT. So what I have to do? We have to download LLM of large of OpenAI, and then we have to fine tune it. Lots of toolkits available. I will start with very prominent platform for AI, that is Olama. Is this visible to all participants in chat window?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can see that large language models. We will see to some extent how to work on these LLMs, large language models. For example, I want to download a large language model of ChatGPT in my laptop, and I want to work on that model in command prompt. Generally, what we do, we open ChatGPT in this way, chat.openai.com or chatgpt.com. Obviously, we need internet connection. In this way, we need net connection. If my net connection is not working, then ChatGPT will not work. If I want to deploy large language model in my laptop or in my own cloud, for example, I'm having cloud hosting, I'm having my own data center, I want to deploy on AWS. In that case, we have to download LLM files from Olama. First of all, we should be clear about the format of file. GGUF file. GGUF file is used with each and every large language model. We have a gguf file, .gguf extension. Okay, so if you want to work with OpenAI, Meta, or any other, this one we have to download. Okay, simply we can download it, and you can get its detailed documentation. GPT generated unified format, and lots of portals available from where these gguf files can be downloaded, and we can customize it. For example, in my, I'm doing research, I'm having hundreds of PDF files. Those PDF files I want to train in ChatGPT gguf. For that I need Olama. Along with that we need langchain llama index. As far as Python coding is concerned, we either work with Python or C++. Okay, both interfaces are available. So just for demonstration, just to give you a start, so that you can at least start on these technologies, I will show you some demonstrations related to local deployment and cloud deployment. How to deploy it on Chrome extension, how to deploy it on Notepad++, on command prompt console. Simply we download this, and multiple models are available. You can see on top right models, which model I want to download. So these are Meta Llama, 1 billion and 3 billion parameters. With every large language model, some parameters are associated. You might have heard about these terms, that OpenAI is having 5 billion parameters, Llama is having 1 billion parameter. What is meaning of 1 billion parameter, 1 trillion parameter? More parameters means more accuracy, more data. So if particular data set is, if specific LLM is having only 500 MB or 1 GB data set, 1 GB GGF file, or only 1000 parameters, in that case that is very lightweight. You can see that Phi model, Queen, thousands of model, Mistral model. All of these are large language models deployed by different companies. If you want to take large language model of OpenAI or Microsoft or Facebook or WhatsApp, you can download it from here. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, for example, I want to work on a large language model on my local system as well as on browser. Simply download this software, Olama, completely free and open source for multiple operating systems, Mac, Linux, or Windows. You can download it. After downloading Olama, we have to see which model we need for our work. So, for example, I'm working on image analytics. We are working on image, on text translation, on text transformation. So Google model is name of Google large language model is Gamma 2. 2 billion parameters, 9 billion parameters, and 27 billion parameters. Three variants are available. So whatever model Google has released, it is having three different variants: 2 billion, 9 billion, and 27 billion parameters. More billion parameters, more number of parameters means more accuracy. Obviously, more data will be there, more files will be there, and we will be able to receive highly accurate data, highly accurate output. If I want to add my own PDF files, I want to add my own data, then what I have to do, simply first of all we will download Gamma 2, and into this we will go for fine tuning. We have to fine tune this particular model, and after that we re-upload it on cloud platform. So Gamma 2, what about size? So obviously you can see that 5.4 GB data, 65, and you can see this one. So if 9 billion parameters to be downloaded, then my hard disk should be having, or my cloud data center should be having 5.4 GB space. If I want to work on lightweight model, 2 billion parameters, then 1.6 GB. How many parameters are there? You can see 2.61 billion parameters. Quantization is available. Quantization means how much layers of fine tuning is done. In how many layers this fine tuning is done. It is accurate. 4 underscore 0. And you can see how many pulls are there. 1.6 million pulls. It means more around 2 million participants, 2 million developers are working on fine tuning or this particular large language model Gamma 2, and we can work on these applications. So which features are available in this large language model? Text generation, chatbot, conversational AI, text summarization, NLP. So if you are working in NLP, natural language processing, if your area of research is related to this domain, if you are working on NLTK library, then you can take it. Okay, language learning tools, knowledge exploration. So similar to ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is product of OpenAI, Gamma 2 is product of Google. Now we will see how to work on this. I'm opening my command prompt. This is my command prompt. Olama I have already installed. You can see this is Olama. Okay, this one Olama software I have already downloaded and installed. After downloading and installing Olama, I want to deploy it locally as well as on my cloud. First of all, I will have to see which variants are available, which particular model I want to use. Olama list. You can see that these I have already downloaded because these are having very huge space. So I have already downloaded. Otherwise, during this session, it will take more time in downloading. So you can see Mistral model 4.1 GB I have already downloaded. Otherwise, if during this session I will download 4.1 GB data, it will take lots of time. So that's why I have already downloaded. One lightweight model I have downloaded, Smo LLM, Gamma 2, this Google LLM 5.4 GB of 9 billion parameters. It is in my laptop. We can customize it, we can fine tune it, we can add our own documents, and we can re-upload it so that custom chatbots, custom AI application can be developed. So if your research area is cloud, AI and cloud, NLP and cloud, or cloud integrated artificial intelligence, such then these areas are very latest. Okay, Olama list. If I want to pull something, for example, I want to take some particular data, some particular model. What I have to do? Simply Olama run. Okay, Olama run. Which model? For example, I need to work with, so any small LLM. we can take. For example, Mr. Small, Moon Dream, Small Vision Language. So 1.7 GB. So what I will do, simply I will write here Moon Dream. So I will not press enter because it is of 1.7 GB, and during the session it will take more bandwidth, more more time in downloading. Okay, so if I click enter, then if my internet speed is very fine, then it will be downloaded and it will be available in my list. Okay, in this way, one more model I will be able to add. Now I want to execute it locally as well as on cloud. For cloud variants, we are having multiple toolkits, multiple platforms. Okay, I will show you those also. First of all, I will show you on console. Cloud-based variants, cloud-based LLMs, how to execute these. Oh llama, run, which I want to run. So first of all, I will run very small, otherwise it will take lots of time. We are in online session. So in online session, we have to take care of the resources. Okay, so that system should not hang. Okay, small LLM. I'm running in my local system. Then I will show you how to run it on cloud, on browser. So very soon it will be synced. So currently it will make use of my local resources. It is not connected to internet. Okay, this command prompt will not take data and from internet. Same thing if I want to run chat GPT on my command prompt, it can be done. You can see that send a message. I'm sending this hi. Is this visible to all of you? So in same way as we work in ChatGPT, but in ChatGPT we need a browser. We need Chrome or whatever it is. But here we without using any browser on local system we are working it. We are working on it. Okay. So in same way. Okay. So any question we can put here. Anything we can. Any question you can specify. So whatever data is trained, so you can see that I have put what is modern AI. So it is giving me answers on command prompt without using internet connection because I have deployed it on my local system, on my local installation. Okay, so if I want to quit it, so what I will do, /buy. In same way, if I want to use a model of Google, Gamma 2, Olama run Gamma 2. So very soon it will be synced and then we will see how to execute it. So it is taking time and we will be able to receive it. Okay. As far as cloud deployment is concerned, fine tuning and cloud deployment is concerned. For that, we use Llama Index or LangChain. So you can see completely free and open source LangChain for customization, for fine tuning of these data sets. Okay, Olama run Gamma 2. So why it is taking more time? Why Gamma 2 is taking more time? Because its size is 5.7 GB, around 5.7 GB. So you can imagine to run a large language model on local system around 6 GB with 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM, it will take some time. If you are having a cloud, if you are having a data center, if you are having a hosted cloud, then you can work very easily with these platforms. Okay, so LangChain is available, or Llama Index is available, and llama index. So you can see now it is executed. So now we are running it without internet on local. After that I will show you on cloud on Chrome extension. What is machine learning in few lines? So with Google model Gamma 2. So in same way, we will be able to import complete model of ChatGPT. Complete ChatGPT can be imported in our laptop, in our local deployment. And then we can, if I want to change this particular Gamma 2, if I want to add my own documents in Gamma 2, we can perform that part. Okay, Olama run this one. So now I'm stopping it. Otherwise it will take more time. /by. Is this visible and clear to all of you up to this point? Kindly confirm. Okay, in very simple way, we can work on it. Now, cloud deployment. To work on cloud, okay, so I'm repeating this part. So any model you can take, for example, Olama list. I want to take Olama list. Which models I have already downloaded? Mistral, Gamma 2, Smo, LLM. If I want to take a model of OpenAI or ChatGPT, we can work on that. Okay, ChatGPT, OpenChat. So first of all, we have to see its parameters. How many parameters? 7.24 billion parameters, 4.1 GB space. Okay, and how many pools are there? Ulama run Smo LLM. So it will be linked, and so you can see that these models I have already downloaded. Depending upon your hard disk space, memory in your hard disk, you can download. Okay, and obviously we need high RAM because these are supercomputing applications. Okay, so we are downloading, we are running it, and it will be executed. After this I will show you on browser. On cloud also we can work. If I want to create my own chatbot, I want to create my own chat application, then using Hugging Face we can work out. Okay, with Olama, with Hugging Face, that also will be covered. Okay, it is taking some time because so many parameters, so many calculations it has to perform. Okay, send a message. Now, hello. Now you can see that. Is it visible to all of you? I have written hello. So I'm giving very simple reply questions so that very quickly we will get responses. /by. Okay. Now we'll see how to deploy it on cloud. For deployment of these models on cloud, we have different applications, we have different platforms, and page assist is there, or we can work with Olama chat. So you can see page assist, completely free. Okay, its Chrome extensions are available. This one is, so you can see currently I'm running it on browser, and it is giving me interface very much similar to ChatGPT. This one, chat with Olama. Okay, so Olama is running. Which model, whatever model I have downloaded, whatever model I have installed, it will give me that particular in list. So you can see Mistral model, Gamma 2, Smo LLM. I want to take Smo LLM. Okay, now hi. So this is my local deployment. If I disconnect my internet connection, in that case also it will run. Okay, stop. So it is working without internet connection. Page assist. So you can take page assist, Olama. You can download it and you can integrate it. Web UI for your models. In this way. So it is working locally, okay, on local host. So either you can work on your local deployment or on cloud or on Chrome, your browser. Okay, in same way, if I want to take Gamma 2 here and hi. So you can see, as far as its parameters are concerned, more parameters as compared to ChatGPT. So you can see surpassing ChatGPT on various benchmarks. Open chat. So stop. Otherwise, it will keep on writing. In Gamma also we can work in same way. Delete chat. So as we work in ChatGPT or save chat. If I want to work on localhost, so you can see localhost 11434. 11434. So it is showing that Olama is running on this port. Gamma, Mistral, and this one. Okay, so it is fetching data from backend gguf file from backend database, and it will give that response. So what is benefit of working with custom models? We can migrate to anything. For example, I am working on ChatGPT, so I will have to rely on that data set only. I want to work on ChatGPT, OpenAI, Google, Gamma 2. I want to work on Meta Llama. I want to work on Facebook. So multiple corporates models I want to integrate in parallel. So that model we will be able to use. Okay, so it is running now, and very soon you will get its response. So in system tray, you can see Olama is working. Olama, and now it is giving response. So it is working locally. If I disconnect my internet, however, I will not disconnect, otherwise this meeting will be closed. Even if you can work without any internet connection locally, okay, on command prompt, on even on any type of console. If you are working on PyCharm, Google Colab, you are working on MyBinder, in that, in those platforms you can work. Okay, now we will see another very effective implementation related to deployment of large language models on cloud. Okay, for that I'm opening my command prompt, and this one project I have already created, this one, on chatbot, on chat application with LLM, and its deployment on cloud. As all of you are already aware that most of the AI based applications are programmable with Python. To present output of Python on web browser or on cloud, there are certain libraries, free and open source libraries. Streamlit is one of that. For example, one chatbot I have created, one LLM I have used. For example, this LLM. Okay, this LLM I am using. I want to deploy it with some customization on cloud with Python. Okay, with programming. In that case, I will use Streamlit. For example, you are working on some data science project, some machine learning project, for image translation, image segmentation, or whatever it is, object detection. You want to give graphical user interface. For that, we have to work with Streamlit or Gradio. Okay, Gradio.app. These two platforms are used. GUI based applications. Okay, you want to give GUI interface. Okay, for example, this type. Okay, some radio buttons, some check boxes. Okay, so in only 5 to 6 lines of code, for example, this one, Streamlit. If you are working in generative AI, in that case also you can work with Streamlit to give a graphical user interface. So you can see that ChatGPT, it is written here that if you want to give LLM, if you want to present LLM powered apps as fast as ChatGPT, we work with Streamlit. Okay, its community cloud is also available. It's open cloud, free for everybody. So you can see it is local. OpenAI key. Even without using OpenAI key, we can work. Okay, so these two platforms you should note down: Streamlit and Gradio, to give graphical user interface to your AI-based apps. Now, one app I have already created. I'm already working on this, and you can see that I will move to that drive. Okay, so Python Streamlit. So first of all, I will show you its code. Streamlit run 01. This one is the chat application with backend database, with backend data set, or with backend LLM. So you can see that we are using OpenAI. So I'm increasing its font size. This one. Okay. So which model I want to use? Okay. So this one is script in 50 to 60 lines of code with backend database of OpenAI, with backend LLM of OpenAI. I want to deploy it on my own system, on my own platform with Olama. You can see Olama. Which model I want to use? From that particular Olama, which model we want to use? We have integrated it. Streamlit run. So using Streamlit library. Okay. So I will open it on Anaconda prompt. It will execute on Anaconda prompt. And then we will see its output. I'm changing its property. Llama and Streamlit run. That is, this is the page. This one is Python code on customized chatbot that we will run on our local host using Streamlit. Once it is, if I upload it on my AWS, if I will upload it on my web server, then it will be running on that platform. Okay, so very soon we will get its IP address. Now it is running on localhost 8501 network URL. This is network URL. Okay, network URL is also available. Okay, so you can see that I will run it. Okay, localhost colon 8501. It is running now, and you will see chat. So this is, you can see that I'm working on localhost colon 8501. It is my own chat GPT. Now which model I want to use? So rather than using localhost, I can put IP address. So this one is IP address, network URL 192.168.0.199. Okay. Now which model I want to integrate? Gamma 2, Google model, and Hi model is working. And it will take data. So rather than using this, rather than localhost, I can put my IP address 1111, whatever it is. It is, I'm writing it is just for random. Okay, it is not a valid IP address, but it is just for demonstration. So any IP address, any real IP address or local IP address you can put, and you can deploy it on cloud. Settings. So by this way, you will be able to use your own chat application, your own chatbot. It is working. So because I am working on local system without any internet on this particular segment, so it is taking some time. Obviously RAM will be consumed, bandwidth will be consumed. It is working, and very soon we will get its output. If I want to fine tune, then we have to move to LangChain. I want to fine tune it. I want to make modifications. We want to add some PDF files. Okay, using those PDF files, we want to question and answer. Okay, so you can see it is running now. Hi there. It is running on my own system. Okay, we can put it on some particular web server. Okay, web server IP address. In this way. Is it visible to all of you? Is it visible and clear to all participants? Kindly confirm in chat window. Okay, so you can see it is giving that as an AI, I don't have feelings like humans do. So it is working on dedicated IP address, which port number 8501. If we have to deploy it on network URL. Within Streamlit, within Streamlit settings, I can put my own IP address. Okay. And not only AI application, you can work on data science, machine learning, deep learning applications on browser. So you can give a GUI interface on browser, okay, using Streamlit or Gradio. Explain the vector database. So if it is having data related to these concepts, then obviously it will give answer. So it is running now. so you can explain, use it, stop. Okay, so I have stopped it. Multimodal, so different settings we can perform, and download models, which model we want to use. So multiple models, so for example, open chat, download. On this particular platform it will be downloaded. Delete models, which model I want to delete. Simply select and delete model. Create model. Now I want to create my own model. I want to create my own model. I want to add my own PDF. I want to add my own document files. Using this particular script, using some specific format, we can create our own model. We can create our own LLM, and it will be deployed on local command prompt as well as web browser or on cloud. Okay. Mistral. All of these lists are available on olama.com. Okay. Customize and create your own. Complete documentation available on GitHub. Okay. So after that, you can close it. Stopping. Up to this point, is it clear to all of you? Kindly confirm. And how much it is looking easy or difficult to work with? How much it is looking difficult, easy, adaptable, useful for you? In chat, kindly confirm. Okay. So you can train your own data. You can work your own data set, own files, own folders, whatever files are available in your laptop, you can train all of those. Now, we will cover another platform. For deployment of large language models, corporate large language models on cloud. Hugging Face, completely free. Different corporate models are available on this cloud. Even data sets are also available if you are working on research implementations. You need data sets. So you can see data sets, ARXIV, if you need data set related to research papers, data set of ChatGPT prompts. These are available here. So Amelia dataset, Wikipedia dataset. You want to train these data sets. Chinese Cosmopedia, Llama, Lava, Infinity dataset. If I want to deploy, if I want to work with LLM, only deployment of LLM, you can see models. These are models. NVIDIA model, NVIDIA Llama 3.1 model is available with 70 billion parameters for text generation. Genmo, Microsoft Omni Parser. This application is available, large language model. NVIDIA Llama, you can see that most of the corporate models are available. If I want to see model of OpenAI, so you can see OpenAI, that is the developer of ChatGPT. So many large language models available. GPT-2, Whisper Large V3, Whisper Large V3, Small GPT-2, GPT medium. So for our research-based applications, what we can do, we can download some teeny, some small model. Okay, in which segment we want to work. For example, text generation. Click on text generation. In text generation, open AI. Okay, or in text summarization or question answering, because in chat GPT or AI generally we work on question answering. Okay, or this one, any, you can take any of these. image to text, text to image, text to image. Question answering. Now I want to use Google BERT, Google Large Language Model, for question answering. Complete details, how many parameters are available? 335 million parameters, 335 million parameters. And what is architecture? If I want to use it in my paper, in my document, and now I want to deploy it on cloud. You can see train with Amazon SageMaker. That is also cloud, Amazon SageMaker, cloud platform for machine learning and deep learning. Deploy. Where I want to deploy it? You can see inference API, Amazon SageMaker, or my own spaces. In my own space, I don't want to use Azure Cloud, Google Cloud, or SageMaker. I want to deploy it on my own space. Simply 2 lines of code. Create new space. Now you can see create new space. Okay. My chat application. Okay. Or AI chatbot. License. Generally, such licenses are Apache license 2.0, Apache license 2 for open source. For free deployment, we use Apache 2. Which platform we want to use, which SDK we want to use, Gradio or Streamlit or Docker. Okay, you can use Gradio or Streamlit for browser-based deployment, Gradio. What is hardware? How much hardware space you want to take? Okay. What about CPU, GPU? So free variant I'm taking 16 GB and create space, public. It is public, publicly available. Anybody whosoever is having this URL, they will be able to access it. Any number of LLMs can be deployed, and you will get its URL building, and very soon we will get its URL so that we can have its online deployment, online view. So building, and very soon it will be available for execution. Starting, and it will be running on Hugging Face Cloud or Hugging Face Cloud Space. Okay, so it is starting now, and once it is running, then we will be able to work. If you want to deploy any other model, meanwhile, it can be done. Models, so till then it will be working. For example, for text to image or image to text, I want to take this Microsoft model. Okay, by this you will have a recap. So in this way, whatever scanned image or image to text, 333 million parameters. Train. If I want to train with my own data, optimize training with SageMaker, or deploy, simply deploy on cloud. On which cloud we want to deploy? Spaces. Create new space. Another space we are creating, text to image. Apache 2.0, Gradio, and public edition, public view. and very soon it will be available for working. You will get, you can see that it is executed now. Okay, so whatever image you want to upload, for example this image, okay, any image, for any document you can take, okay, for example this one, just for demonstration. Upload. So this text to image submission, submit, input image. Any text if you want to take. Okay, to handwritten. So that was for handwritten. If you want to go for explanation part, image classification or anything, for example this one, translation. In translation, Google T5, deploy. Where you want to deploy spaces, create a new space. Okay, Apache 2 and create space. So on Hugging Face Cloud, we will be able to deploy it. Now you can see it is working. So for example, hello, submit. In this way. Language we can set, any language we can set. Okay, so Google large language model, Google T5 base model we have integrated. So it's up to you whether you want to use Hugging Face or you want to work with Llama, Ollama, Llama Index. No limit on integration of models. If you are working on computer vision, that can also be integrated. Object detection, image classification. Okay, in image classification, whatever image you are uploading, you want to explain it, deploy on spaces Azure, Microsoft Azure or SageMaker. Is this clear to all of you? Kindly confirm. Up to this point, is it clear to all participants? How to deploy on our own spaces on cloud. So one more short description, Apache license, and in few moments it will be available. If you want to deploy it on local, so import Gradio and Gradio.execute that particular model. It will be available. Okay, so you can see in this one, for example, this submit. So it is showing that this 99%, this one 0%. Any image you can take. Okay, for example, anything. If we are working on object classification, object recognition, any random image we can take. So randomly we are taking one image for recognition, for testing, for analysis. Upload. So you can see Tusker 44%, Indian elephant 36%. So it is on our own cloud, on our own cloud space. So it's up to you whether you want to use Hugging Face cloud space or you want to work with Chat GPT like application using Llama Index or Llama. Okay, so quite accurate. Any other, for example, this one, another we are uploading just to check its accuracy, how much it is accurate. Submit. So 20%, this one 11%, this one 7%, quite accurate. And we are using Google model, Google large language model at backend. Is this clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. And how much it is looking easy or difficult to work with. Up to this point, is it clear to all of you? So whatever we have covered, I am sharing this link. And dear participant, one concern I received, I think some participants might be facing issues related to Edge SimPy. If you have any query related to these three sessions, what I have covered using Llama, this particular LLM, Edge SimPy, Sumo, NetEdit, and previous session, whatever I have covered up to now, in any session, if you have any query, you can ask.
Excuse me, Mr. Gaurav Kumar, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
The Flow Fuse is an open source tool or is an paid one, sir?
Flow, okay.
Morning, I
Flow
discussed
Fuse,
about
okay.
the data
Okay.
sets.
Actually, that is a limited edition available in free edition. Okay, in free variant. Limited means its trial version is available for 15 days. Okay, so that I have covered only for demonstration. If you want to work with a customized edition, in that case, you can install Node.js on your local laptop and you can perform anything. There is no limit. It was just for demonstration on cloud that such things are available on cloud variants.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, its a trial version is available.
And the
for,
file bin you share, no, just now, that presentation
yes, sir. Yes,
material,
yes, sir.
that
I
is
have,
consist of the today's morning session and afternoon session, or
no,
only for,
only this session and previous sessions presentation I have shared in last session.
yeah, yes, sir. Thank you.
If you have any query, you can ask, because ma'am was telling that you some participants were facing issue in Edge SimPy, or in three sessions, whatever I have covered. If you have any query related to any content, you can ask.
Yes, sir.
And how much it is easy, difficult, adaptable, you can give your suggestions, anything you want to communicate.
Participants who were facing issue related to installation of XMPy, they may ask their query now.
We have covered three different topics. So large language models in in previous we have covered visual interfacing platforms, flow-based programming for cloud, fog, and edge. And earlier we have covered Edge SimPy, NetSim, NetEdit, Sumo for vehicular edge network. So in any of these, if you have any question, you can unmute or you can write in chat. Any point of concern, any point of discussion, any suggestion, you are most welcome. And whether these are useful or not, how much these are adaptable for your research, for your uh, applications. Any query?